September 2020, and we are at the top 7 for complementing your team, listening, responding, and supporting. We created these top 7s for the opportunity to give you what we believe are the top 7 reasons to complement your team. So let's dive into it. The number 7 of our top 7 is being in a place of hearing. Be completely present. Clarify when you hear somebody say something. This is what I heard you say. Is there anything I missed? Is there a different perception that you wanted me to hear? And truly listening without an agenda or moving into what you want to offer as support or advice, your sales product, whatever that is. Your definition for hearing is an opportunity to know that there are multiple layers of hearing. And as a coach, I've known about 3 of them over the years. Listening to hear or respond, which is most people operating in. Listening to truly understand, which is an opportunity to, again, listen, this is what I heard you say, and repeat it back, and all the other pieces of that puzzle. And then as a coach, the empathy and intuition I bring to the opportunity is to hear what's not being said or some underlying things that are happening. And yet, when I went to research some visuals for this, I came across another option, which is the 4th level. So there's a YouTube video. If you'd like some information on that, I'd be happy to share it with you. Coach April at onelightahead.com. I can get that to you. Yet the I in me, the I in it, the I in you, the I in now. And again, this is a whole 20, 30-minute video about all these different levels from an MIT individual. Been researching this for quite a while, does a lot of presentations on this. It's a perspective you're operating from in your levels of listening. So again, multiple layers, multiple ways to approach it, be in a place of hearing. Because as you hear the open doors, you'll hear invitations to walk through them. Be cautious not to walk through too many too quickly, because you'll jump layers. And I'll spend a lot of time in this in my book about teaching people the journey of not skipping layers, not you're missing trust opportunities, you're missing connection opportunities. So how we choose to walk through a door will determine the invitations to open another one. Whole lot of conversations we can have there in your team development and your connections with your clients. And that's the concept of being invited, which is number 5 of our top 7. It's wise to wait for an invitation. A lot of people know I ask for permission. Sometimes I ask, sometimes I just kind of dive in. But know what an invitation looks like and acknowledge the invite. Honor the specifics, nothing else. Once you're invited into one door, honor and be committed to staying purposeful in that specific conversation. Honor that individual and that process. Because as we get to number 4 of top 7, responding, remember that we talked about it's easy to react. You get a choice to respond and you get a choice to respect. I spent many years in blissful ignorance, and I've learned through the years that that's not always the wisest place to be in multitude of reasons. And you can hit resistance, you can go through doubt, you can go through checking things out, and you can move into hope and confidence. And there's a whole process to this response curve, as you can see. Yet coming from a place of responding with confidence, which is something we can spend a lot of time on as well, it's an opportunity to really gain trust, gain connection, which is all about building that team and complementing your team. Because each person is part of a puzzle, a thread to the tapestry. We are uniquely set up to be support when we purposely choose to honor each other, understand how we stay connected, and if somebody gets disconnected, how we reach out and make sure they're invited back into the connection, that they are invited into the opportunity, and they get to choose how they stay connected and how they bring their skills and their giftings to the team. Number 3 is supporting. Number 2 of the top 7 is accountability. As somebody that is constantly giving the gift of accountability through empathy, through intuition, helping people develop their lanes and their roles, helping them develop measured metrics and measured incentives, and building trust with their teams because they know what matters and they know why it matters. This is something I work diligently on with many people, and I look forward to helping your team as you're ready to be purposeful and proactive about setting a standard and rising to that standard. There's a need, there's an opportunity, and It starts with the leadership. It starts with all types of leadership, from the individual. I love to say the janitor to the CEO. You can be in some form of leadership, some form of accountability in many respects. It is a choice. And that leads us to the number 1 of 7 is the aligning the whole. I do a whole exercise around the whole perspectives and the opportunity to determine your focus. And we can do that as a team focus as well, to verify the message, to verify the results, and overall joy. Stephen Covey had a book called The Eighth Habit, and he talks about the levels of engagement and the opportunity to make sure that you don't have anyone in willful disobedience. I know what that looks like, and I know in many organizations when we've got so many people operating in so many different directions, making sure everyone stays aligned with the message, the collective experience. It's your opportunity. It's our opportunity to be in contribution, to be in accountability, to be purposeful and supporting our team. We'd love to be an access or a support or a resource, however it best resonates for you. Reach out to us. You also can check out some of our online communities through One Light Academy. We have a hybrid group where we meet weekly, starts September 16th. And we also have a platform where you can do growth work. And we have one that's a very simple, affordable test of our coaching program at All About You. And those can be on our One Light Academy. Or you can go to onelightahead.com, take our assessment, schedule a session with me. Let's develop a customized program for your team. Let's develop an opportunity for you to go back through these steps and let us help you align everyone, align the message, and create the supportive community, the culture, the commitments to the results and the joy. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next Top 7.